Dun, 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 dun.
As I understand it, this has become a pretty big Netflix series. It's like, apparently, as I understand it, it's done very well. It's got quite the audience. I've heard it equated to Stranger Things, or maybe even that's bigger than that, which that's saying something. Let's go ahead and take a look at Squid Game. Now, I'm not surprised that maybe some of the elements to this are standing out. This is personally, I wish it were on a different platform. I'm not a big fan of Netflix right now, as I've been saying previously for the last couple months. I'm on a Cuties boycott. I'm not happy about where Netflix did with that movie, or Cuties, aka Mignonnes, whatever you want to call it. It's just garbage. I'm waiting for that film to leave and be removed before I hop back on the platform, because I do not support it, and I don't want to fund my money in any way to a company that supports that. Now, I will say, I'm looking at that Texas indictment with keen interest. I'm hoping that goes through. Again, COVID delayed everything, but I'm like, come on, can we please get that court case moving? I want to go back on Netflix because there's a lot of cool projects. Stranger Things is coming out, Cobra Kai's on there, and Squid Game, I've heard so many good things about it, but I can't take part yet because I'm just stuck here waiting. Anyway, I hope they remove it eventually. But anyway, as I was saying, this is a pretty big project, again, from what I've heard from the headlines, as well as it being a South Korean project, which automatically, I've seen plenty of movies from South Korea. They've got quite the notable music division, but they're well known, especially in the arts and culture space, notably for like a lot of their films as well, like Train to Busan, Snowpiercer, Parasite. Bong Joon-ho did 2 of those. Really, really well done films. But let's see where Squid Game falls. Again, I very interested in seeing more South Korean projects. I have enjoyed what I've seen so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the synopsis first. This is according to IMDb. Hundreds of cash-strapped players accept a strange invitation to compete in children's games. Inside, a tempting prize awaits of deadly high stakes. A survival game that has a whopping $45.6 billion worth prize at stake. I'm interested to see what the obstacles are, because I think it's a lot of money. And if the amount is so high, you suggest children's games, you're like, oh, that carries a level of innocence. Does it? We'll see. I think it's a bit of a misdirection, because I think, you say $40.6 billion, the stakes are going to be high. Maybe this will be like an escape room level type thing. I have no idea. Again, I just kind of going into this, knowing broad strokes, again, mostly how popular it is and people have talked about it. But let's learn a bit more about Squid Game from a trailer perspective. We're going to go ahead and watch this first, and we'll talk about it more in my condensed review segment while I was watching the video together. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look. Here we go. Get it ready. Okay. Looks well done. It looks like a film I've seen from them as well, from the South Korean area. A lot of visual similarities to some of the other projects I've seen, some of the mechanisms they use, that it reminds me of that quality.
지금 이 자리에 계신 여러분들은 모두 감당할 수 없는 빚을
They're paying more as a thriller, so I was going to say there's a deadly component to it.
삶의 벼랑 끝에 서 계신 분들입니다. 게임에 참가를 원하지 않는 분은 지금 말씀해 주시길 바랍니다.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다입니다.
그 옛날에 어릴 때 하던 거 말이야?
Uh-oh. Yeah, super deadly. High stakes.
6개의 게임을 모두 이긴 분들께는 그에게 상금이 지급됩니다.
눈 바짝 뜨고 계세요.
제일 센 중에부터 크게 살 길이.
Mystery games do pull me in. This is... I get a vibe from this, like, I know it's not exactly the same, but like Black Mirror, that episode of Daniel Kaluuya reminds me a lot here of what I remember from that episode. Just deadlier consequences, but being locked up in such a ominous environment. That looks very interesting. I do, again, I love confined space thrillers. So for me, watching it like a game series play out in very deadly fashion, yeah, these ain't no children's games. I mean, you can tell from the cost. But watching it play out in such a foreboding way, it's very interesting. And again, you can clearly see like there's walls here, I guess meant to look like the outside of the place. Well, they have to be walls there because they had the guns that were shooting down on people. But yeah, they're deadly. But yeah, red light, green light, told from a very different perspective. That's very interesting. High stakes. I mean, look at how many people are dying. It's crazy. But it looks fun. I mean, again, I can see certainly why it's gotten so popular. People, like the type of like that game experience that can go, off the rails and potentially deadly. I mean, we've seen, there's been other projects like this as well, but maybe not to this extent in terms of quality. We'll see. But I'm impressed with it. So whenever I do get to hop back on Netflix, I sure hope one day I do. It depends on Netflix and that court case, but I will definitely give Squid Game a look. What are your guys' thoughts with Squid Game? Let me know down below. Don't forget all the stuff. I'd like to subscribe to sharing that bell. I anticipate there's probably a season 2, I'm sure, down the rails based on how popular it is. But until we get to watch more from Netflix or maybe another studio entirely, I will see you guys at a point that to be. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to love your fellow man. God bless and peace.